sideline windmill. So we're using the ground on our side and bringing that hip over the top, as you saw in those intro videos, as a way to kind of lock up our low back, because this drill is designed for our thoracic spine or our upper back. So we're going to create extension and rotation. So this is a really easy drill to do the wrong way. So we want to talk about some pretty important touch points so we make sure that we're driving the motion into the tissues where we want the motion. So when you get set up, you want to be directly on your side to where my hips and my shoulders are on top of each other, or they're stacked, they're vertical. When I bring that top leg to the ground, I'm doing my best to keep the bottom leg straight. When I bring that top leg to the ground, you want to make sure that you're at least in 90 degrees of hip flexion if this is not irritable for your hip to be in this position. If it's irritable for your hip to be in this position, you can do a couple things. One, you can lower the knee down. Two, you can bring a foam roller and put the foam roller under your leg, so that way your knee's not coming across your body as much and creating internal rotation in that hip. So a couple modifications there. The second one is when people start to do the rotation, what often will happen is they'll just kind of lean back or they'll flex way over. We want to stay tall throughout our entire spine to where we're driving the motion in that upper back, where we're creating an extension and rotation at the same time. So I like the cue of be tall, head to toe. Hands are going to be stacked. Some people are going to have to bring that bottom hand over to the knee to hold it onto the ground. If that's you, because what we're going to do is when we go to rotate, if you can't keep this top leg on the ground, we're going to stop wherever that top leg comes off the ground and come back to the start position. So hands can be either stacked, or you can take the inside hand, hold the knee down. We're going to reach long. I'm going to blow all my air out, and I'm reaching as far as I can until this knee comes off the ground. And then you'll notice that most people are going to get to the point where their hand comes off the ground. That's fine. Just rotate back to that starting position. And when you rotate back to the starting position, you need to make sure that your shoulders are coming back over the top. Because what we often see is people will end up just doing this, to where they stay back in that rotated position and they're just moving their arm. You want your shoulders to roll forward, do the windmill, roll back to that starting position.